Hi Seagull class! Today I have an art lesson for you. And first we're going to explore a certain art element called shape. Now you probably are already familiar with shapes, but I have more to tell you about how shapes can be used in art to make beautiful art drawings or paintings or anything else that you're doing. So, shapes are flat, and they also have a boundary that encloses space. So, for instance, this is not a shape because it's not flat. See how it is three-dimensional? But here we have some flat shapes. They're not three-dimensional. They're only two-dimensional. They go up, they have a height, and they also go side to side. They have a width, but they don't have any depth. They also have to have a boundary that goes around them. You can think of a boundary as the same thing as an outline of something. So here you can see all of my different shapes that I've drawn. And notice how they all have a boundary that closes in space. But here you can see things that are not shapes. This dot is not a shape because it doesn't have a boundary. It doesn't enclose any space. And neither do these different lines. Even if you have many lines that don't enclose space, it's still not a shape. Now we're going to talk about different kinds of shapes. Some shapes can be geometric, meaning that they have angles, and they're usually found in man-made things, like this triangle, a rectangle, a diamond, or an octagon. Notice how the octagon has 8 sides. A shape can be geometric or it could be organic. An organic shape has lots of curves, and they're mostly found in nature. This could be the outline of a rock shape maybe, or a plant, or a cloud, or a bunny. Or it could just be a blob, like some of my shapes that I have here. This is an organic shape, and so is this, and so is this. But then here I have a geometric shape. Now, besides being geometric or organic, shapes can also have boundaries that are obvious, like this one, or boundaries that are implied, like this one. An obvious boundary is where the line is making the boundary. Obvious means something that anyone can see very easily. But here we have an implied boundary. I'll put it closer so you can see. I don't even have lines enclosing this space. But the way that my lines are made, your eye can see that this becomes a heart. So this has an implied boundary, and it still is a shape. This one has an obvious boundary, and it's a shape also. Now we're going to do a fun art project. So get your piece of paper and your pencil, and on your paper I want you to draw a geometric shape. Remember, geometric shapes are the ones that have angles. So I'll draw mine and then I'll show you. Okay, here's my geometric shape. Can you tell what shape that is? It's a triangle. Now on top of your geometric shape, draw a shape that's organic. Remember, organic shapes are the ones that have curves, and they might be found in nature. Okay, I drew a seashell. And your organic shape doesn't have to be anything in particular. It could just be a blob. But I chose to draw a seashell. Now, with the two shapes that you've drawn, we're going to color them. We're going to color in your organic shape with a warm color. The three warm colors are orange, red, or yellow. Then we'll color in the geometric part of your shape with a cool color. The cool colors are blue, green, or purple. I'll stop the video now while I color, and then I'll put a picture of this attached to the lesson so you can see my final product. I can't wait to see your final product.